Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? And just light here. I think that's good enough. Happy spring equinox. Um, yeah, I'm a couple minutes late because I had a baby down here. That's okay. Stuff happens. You guys know that. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Mine was crazy busy as always. Um, just as a reminder, today's show will be the last for a week because I'm going out of town. Okay. So um, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You guys can survive a week without me. It'll be fine. All right. All right, guys. I've already pulled your oracles. Quite interesting today. It seems that we got a couple of issues in the community that we're going to address according to Spirit. So be ready for that one. All right. So, thank you, Dumpling. All right. How's everybody doing with the coffee this morning? That was the last thing I did before I hit go live because I wanted to make sure my coffee was going to be hot. All right. Let me fix my chat here because it's super messed up. All right, we'll do live chat. Yeah, you will, Joe. You'll be fine. You'll make it just fine without me. All right. All right. Hello, hubby. What's going on? Hi, Jay Rocco. How are you, darling? Okay. Yeah, we're doing last minute stuff. Laundry and my son is not going, so I'm making sure that he has groceries and he has his insulin and all that stuff. So that's what we're working on. This teenage child. Hello, teenage child. Where are your glasses? You blind as a bat. All right. Yeah, coffee. Covfefe. Good morning, Renee from the phone. All right. Anyway, all right. So Renee says, hi, everyone. Have a great day. And she hopes I have a nice trip. Oh, it'll be nice. We're going to manifest a nice trip. It will be beautiful. All right. And no, I'm not telling you where I'm going because I ain't nobody's business. Got some stuff to do. Okay. So, questions today. Go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll get this show on the road. And yes, I am going to warn you about your oracles because Spirit's got some issues. Well, issues with us. And that's all right. That's how we learn. Okay. I have been crazy busy working off world at night. My sleep schedule is a hot mess. Studying in my classes and doing my thing. All right. What do we call a fish with no eyes? I don't know. A fish? I have not a clue. Renee, it doesn't mean that she thinks it's probably her. Spirit's got a problem through the oracle. I think there's a handful out there, and we'll talk about it because I pick up on your all's energy. And guess what, guys? You can't hide from me because through your name, I get energy through your name, and I can see your auras by your name. So I know who's guilty. And if you try to say otherwise, remember I have a bullshit meter a mile high. Okay? All right. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. No, you can't. Spirit will tell me one way or another. That's all right. We're all human, and sometimes we backslide, and that's okay. It's all right. Yeah, Nadia's got a bullshit meter too. Yeah, especially when we're working together. Scary thought. Yeah. All right. Why do you already feel guilty? I don't know, Terry. Why do you? Um, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, guys. Lay it on me. What's your questions? Unless you just want to chit chat. There's a whole lot going on in the world right now. You talk about bullshit meter. I listen to most of it when I do listen to it. And I call bullshit on a lot of it. There's so many distractions out there, trying to keep you look here, not there, smoke screen stuff. It's okay. We'll deal with it. If stuff does happen, it happens. Whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Believe me, I'm not. Joe, you sound like me. You can hide, but you can't run. Don't ask me to run. I ain't running nowhere. The only thing I got to do is if a bear's chasing me is outrun the person beside me. That's it. And if nobody's, it's 11:11. Thank you, Wings. If there's no one running and I'm not with anybody, I ain't running from no bear. I will stand there and go, just do what you got to do, because what's the point? All right. Nadia wants to know if she had another Hotel Atlantean California dream. I think it's a secret desire to just play the Eagles. That's what I think. But, you know. But let's take a look. Rocco says, I don't run, you're safe. All right. I'll remember that if we're ever out in the woods together, Jay. All I got to do is outrun Jay. Jay's going to be bait. All right. All right. So Nadia wants to know if she had another Hotel California, possible Atlantean dream. Very specific. So we'll look for some Atlantean cards and see what Spirit has to say. Well, alrighty then. That's a flat out yes. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yes, you did. All right. We'll do confirmation in a minute. Okay. So we start out 3 of Wands. We're looking out to the future and the horizon, like what ship sailing in or out. It's an Atlantean card, but we're just simply asking, is this Atlantis? Yes. Yep. Big bullseye, straight in the middle. Ace of Wands. You dag on straight it is. Ace of Wands. All right. Now, they're starting to teach you things. All right. The reason I know this is the Page of Pentacles. They're teaching you manifestation, and they're trying to show you something very in particular. So it's a learning tool. In the past and in the future, these two go together, okay? You made a deal on a contract. And of course, Nadia owed a hotel, the lover's card would come in there because, we love jazz. But no, this simply means it's aspected as a contract card. And you agreed to do this because this is strategy. This is a very strategic card. All right. But you also need to remember to avoid negative thoughts. You can be strategic, but we don't allow people to, because it's swords, we don't want the thief to come in to steal our thought process of how this is supposed to go. They're teaching about lineage. That's the 10 of Cups. That means it's a wish granted. It's emotional. You're learning about your Atlantean family. They're dropping it to you. Here's another big Atlantean card with this deck. That's the Emperor card. That's the ruler of Atlantis. So whether you want to call him Poseidon or whatever you want to call him, everybody's got their own opinion about how that went down. I'm not here to split hairs. But yes, Atlantean leaders are coming to bring you a message. They want you to learn from this. So let's do confirmation. All right. All right. You're supposed to, wow, flat out Atlantis on that one. Okay. You're going to learn about your family and one of your roles in one of your lives in Atlantis that has to do with this. Now, when the temperance comes in, please be patient as you learn. All right? Because they're teaching you from Gaia to spirituality. Be patient as you find balance of the difference. Okay? So don't be surprised if it's not your last one. This is loss, disappointment, and depression. Do not let this get you down when you see it. Okay? I want you not to pay attention to what fell down behind you, but look what's or in front of you, but what's behind you and what's going on behind the scenes. This is not to scare you or disappoint you. Here's your final card. It's to teach you this is who you are through Atlantis in this lifetime. That's the Queen of Cups, very Atlantean. As you can see, the little dolphin, it's water, it's about time and space, but setting boundaries, knowing who you are and your lineage. So this is a teaching tool. Okay, so the information that you get, whether it's positive or negative, you are to learn from it. All right. All right. Okie dokie. Is it Pat's birthday? Happy birthday, Pat. Your base card on that, Nadia, is the strength card. You can do this. All right. Know your strength. What's going on with our Gail? You're welcome, Nadia. Your dad, okay. 95, had a mini stroke, aka TIA. Will he have to suffer much longer? Does the universe have any words of wisdom for you? Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Now, when it comes to death, there are certain cards that come into play. If it's immediate, this has only happened in one other reading that I've ever done. When the death card is aligned with the moon card, it's an immediate death. It means soon to come. Now, it will show me suffering cards, and I will look for numbers, so it'll try to give me a timeline. I will do the best I can, okay? Happy birthday, Pat. All right, so let's take a look, Gail, and I will do the best I can to translate what Spirit wants you to know, okay? Pat's a spring equinox, baby. J. Rocco's going to go get some fresh coffee. Go for it. Is this like your 16th cup today, Rocco? Wow. Ooh, just got chills on that one. Okay. I don't know if he's very spiritual, but this may have scared him into being spiritual. It's also a manifestation for you to manifest him sticking around. So he's playing around with his soul contract. This was part of his contract, okay? Because we start out with the Two of Pentacles, all right? Now, Two of Pentacles is he's balancing out his time and his contract, all right? It's about manifesting. Which way do I want to go? He's still thinking about this. It's his option. Sometimes you can change your contract if you make a deal. It's funny that that's a 2. You have another 2, the 2 of Swords. This is fear of the unknown, not which way is it going to go. He's still thinking about this. The original contract, I told you these cards will come in there in a specific order. Now, the Death card is not with this, but in the past, this was something he was thinking about. But since it's sitting by itself, we also need to look at, there's 2 wolves, okay? There's lots of 2s in this. He is contemplating his contract at this point. So what you're seeing can be an illusion and to cause confusion. He's very confused about which way he wants to go right now. But he's leaning and trying to manifest that no matter what happens, it's going to be a good decision because you have the Sun card. That's beautiful and bright and a good outcome. Now, why I know that he's manifesting this is because the 8 of Pentacles, and that's your worker bee card. He's working very, very hard to manifest the best outcome for the choice he's about to make. This is up to him, Gail. Okay? All right. Now, you're in here, too. If he is the 8 of Pentacles, he's working to manifest the great Sun outcome. You, as his child, is the baby page of Pentacles. And you need to work with him to manifest as well. Remember, pentacles are manifestation when we're not dealing with money. So these sit side by side. Work with your father of what he wants to do. I don't know if he's able to speak or communicate with you at all, but these are things that he's thinking about. In the near future is the 4 of Wands, and that's a celebration and victory. Now, I'm going to pull confirmation because this can go one of 2 ways. If he crosses over, he still has victory. And if he stays here, he can have victory as well with the Sun card. So let's look a little bit deeper. Love is hard. Okay. All right. So Spirit is asking you to be patient. Temperance is in here. He's learning. He's going through some spiritual things right now. He may not be able to communicate with you. Maybe he's never seen it. Maybe he's awake. Maybe he isn't awake. But just like we talked about, from the Gaia realm, this matrix, going in and he's learning about spirituality. Please be patient with him. Okay. Here's another fighter's card. He is fighting. It's an inner turmoil with him of whether he wants to stay or go. With that baby page in here, he's thinking about you. Does he leave his family? But he's fighting to make the decision. Now, Gail, I only tell you what Spirit tells me. The final confirmation card on that is the 10 of Swords, and that's surrendering to what he should do. Okay. Now you take that however you want to resonate. He may get to a point where he doesn't want to fight anymore, and he will just go ahead and cross. Now, if he makes the decision, because you have a huge reading full of 2s, and the first 2 cards I pulled were 2 and 2, and I'm like, 2 something. Okay. So it could be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. It never goes past a year. So up to 2 months is and within that time frame, he will have made his decision. Okay. All right. That's okay, Gail. You do what you need to do and be with your father. All right? All right. Gail, and if I can help any further, you let me know. All right. Yeah, love him for his choice, because it is his choice. Even if it's hard for those that are left behind. We know that. Hi, Kay. You got a question? Okay. Will your brother Alan ever become sober and live a normal life, or will alcohol kill him? Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if it'll give you. I'm going to take it one thing at a time. I'm going to ask, is he ever going to get sober? That way, if they give me an ace, I'll know which yes it's to. If it does not give me a flat out yes, I'm going to look at maybe the downfall of what will happen. I'm sure that there's possible contract cards in here. If this was the contract that he chose, this is his free will, then that's another thing that we have to learn to accept. Yeah, Kay, I remember you mentioning that, and when we did a prayer, I think last Wednesday, we stopped and prayed because you said that I think it was you. Memory's not good when it comes to spirit, but all right. Well, let's take a look. Right off the bat, contract card. He's very depressed. Okay. He chose this. He chose it. And they have advice for you. Now, you take this however you want to. I just interpret the cards. First card that came up is the Lovers. This is his contract. He chose to do this. All right. I don't know if he has children or if there's a child or a younger person involved. Has there been anguish and heartache with a younger person? Does he have a falling out with a child or a niece and nephew, somebody younger than him? I mean, I don't know if you're younger than him. You're in this too because it's right underneath. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to manifest that he gets sober. No, honey, his contract. This is him right now. He is the Three of Swords. That's the heart with the three swords through it. He is depressed, has absolute disappointment and heartache. It's also a disappointment to you to see him go through it. This is his truth, and this is his contract. But I don't know. I've got the baby page here, and I'm wondering if he's had a falling out and he's got a disconnect to someone younger in his life. No kids. Well, are you younger than him? Not sure. But there's a younger energy. Or maybe he's been doing this since he was young. He's been doing it a long time. Because it's just a younger energy. So maybe he's been doing it a while. But he is absolutely depressed. He has so much loss. He's got a lot of inner turmoil with himself. With the Knight of Wands. It's like his passion and desire and get up and go. He wants to. He has a desire. But the energy of the depression is overriding it. And then this is underneath your card. You have the passion and desire and trying to manifest this for him. The advice that they have for you, maybe a little hard for you to do. Often when I get people that ask me questions, what should I do about a family member that's struggling, but it brings you down? He's the baby. Okay, so that could be his energy. They have advice for you. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the King of Cups is. Setting boundaries. You're going to have to set boundaries. I mean, if it's getting to you, because if his energy is this, and that's rubbing off on you, we don't want you to get down and depressed and have heartache, okay? Set boundaries. Easier said than done, I know, okay? But because this card is underneath this card, this is strategy. This will be very strategic, all right, of how you set boundaries. How can you strategically set boundaries to protect yourself? That's what they're advising, okay? Yes, it's Dennis. It is the King of Cups. All right. Wow. Okay. They're very, very adamant about balancing this out. Two of Pentacles. This is his journey, but you need to balance out how it's going to work. That's the infinity sign. Balance your time, your effort. Make sure that this, I mean, it's a contract card. I know that this is your brother, but you have to protect yourself. You can be the Empress, but do it from a distance. I mean, she's a very loving, nurturing person, but you don't hang on to that energy. You can be an empath, but do not hold on to that energy, because then it starts to affect your spirit, okay? Right beside of it, final card, is the Queen of Cups. She and the feminine energy that these two have. You can love him, be strong for him, but from a distance, because you're going to set boundaries. You can be an empath, but you're going to do it from a distance. Okay? So continue to manifest for him, pray for him, whatever that means to you. But this is his choice. Okay? Hello, Sprig. This is his choice, and this is his contract, and this is something that his free will work through. But as of right now, the depression is too strong. Okay? So just you manifest and pray the most you can, but honey, you can't control him. That's not your job. I know you want to. It's very, very overwhelming. I know. Your base card, they said show the base card. That's the Four of Pentacles. That's the guy that's trying to hold on for dear life. Well, you're trying to hold on to your brother for dear life, and he's trying to hold on to his life for dear life. Maybe you can both manifest a positive outcome, but right now his depression and his energy is very, very dark. Okay. Alcohol to some people is an escape, and it numbs them. And I don't have to deal with reality if I'm numb. I mean, that's their reality. I mean, you can lecture and yell and scream, and it's not going to solve anything. Yelling and screaming does nothing. You're going to love them through it. You're going to manifest. But if you're an empath and you take that route, remember not to hold on to that. Okay? Because it will darken your energy. Okay? Mary Jean, you had an incarnation on Pluto? Okay. Yeah, I agree, Joe. She had some great advice, Kay. Don't enable the addict, because they won't get better. Just, I mean, because you're just handing it to them on a silver platter. Sometimes the harsh reality of getting someone to learn a lesson, whether you think that they need to or not, is walking away. I mean, I had to do it with 99% of my family. to get them to realize that Jen wasn't always going to be there to bail them out of stuff. And neither was Lee. So we said goodbye to all of them, and they've all had to learn very, very valuable lessons. Believe me, it took a few months, but they all came running multiple times. Can you help me? No. Why? Why are you being such a bitch? Well, because I am. You can't keep enabling people because they won't learn. You know what I'm saying? What does Forrest Gump use for his password? All right, Kay. Good. 1, Forrest 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. They're telling their jokes, Gabby. You're slipping now. Renee, I see your question. I'll get to it. Let me go do Mary Jean's. She wants to know if she's had an incarnation on Pluto. You ready? Interesting. Yes, Math Dumpling. Yeah, Deb's with her daughter. She busy. Okay. I understand, Joe. Yeah. Basically, you know, sometimes, you know what they say, tough love. I've had to do it with my kids. Tough love. Why do ducks have tail feathers? You want a scientific reason? I know it's a joke. So will you tell us? So nobody can see their butt quacks. Alrighty. Okie dokie. I'm going to go to Pluto right now. So let's go see. Mary Jane, have you been to Pluto in an incarnation? Bless you. Quit your sneezing. You allergic to your mother? Probably. All right. Now. I don't know that it was Pluto exactly, but an area around Pluto. Wow, that's a busy card today. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so birthed starting on Pluto, but you had to leave. So you may have started out there really quick, but you had to leave. Let me explain. So yeah, starting out, the 10 of Cups, yes, that's, you have a starseed family from there. Okay. All right. Now, and you were very powerful. Your family and your lineage is very powerful because there's the Emperor card. Very strong. And I get you were a male. You're a male energy. Very, very strong leader. Okay. So in the past is the baby page. That means when you were very, very, very small, yes, family lineage from Pluto. And then you had to go to work. Here's your worker bee. What are we working towards? A victory and a fresh start. Okay. But things weren't what you thought they were. It was an illusion, meaning a galactic war, the downfall of where you came from. You got tricked. This happens a lot in galactic worlds and the downfall of interplanetary systems that, um, they go to war with other species and it all falls apart. King of Swords. This is advice cards. Follow your heart, follow the truth and what they're telling you, that yes, you were, but you didn't stay there. The reason why is because you had to travel. This is interplanetary as well. It's Gaia to spirituality. It's also moving, being, it's temperance is just be patient with yourself as you learn. But please understand something. The Eight of Cups came in here and that told me everything I needed to know. So we can assume when I read cards, okay, this is everything that you knew, and you have to take a new journey to a new planet. Okay, you have to leave the past behind you and start on a new journey. So you started out in Pluto, but then you had to leave it all behind and go somewhere else. Because until I pulled this card, I'm like, I don't get it. You were there, but you weren't there very long. And then your final card is the Death card. That means it can be destruction, but you had to start over, slow to change in a new area. Okay, so the confirmation, that's why I pull confirmation, because it always helps me identify the original read. So yes, Mary Jane, an original, what do you call that? Plutonian, not plutonium, but Plutonian, Pluto. So starting out very, very young with that baby page in the past, something happened, illusion, confusion happened, and you had to leave with the Eight of Cups. So maybe death to the original. I mean, we don't know what Pluto has been around for millions of years. We're told right now it's an ice planet. Then they told Pluto that he wasn't a planet. So I don't know. You know what I mean? So starting out there, yes, but you eventually had to leave to a different star system. Wow, Queen of Swords is your base. So keep seeking the truth out. And your starseed family will also receive justice. Because remember, you have the King of Swords in here as well. That's about, when you have the royalty in here, that means they're seeking truth and justice of what happened to their planet. So that means your starseed family out there, your galactic family, are seeking justice to who did it to you. Okay? So Mary Jane, the answer is yes, but temporarily. Okay? Well, Ocean Odell is correct. And he's, very, very smart. So I would trust Ocean. Yes. Okay. I've got Renee's question. She would love to know who is around her, or if you have something like sprig protection. All right. Well, let's take a look and see. All right. So we'll do Renee, then we'll do Terry's. Terry, what's your? You were told before that you had connection to Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest. Don't know what that is, but I don't need to. And then I have buried memories there. Can you expand on that? Okay. All right. All right. So Renee, let's see if you have someone around. I guarantee you have someone around you. We all have people around us. You want to know if it could be a different species, like fairy, pixie, and there's a difference between pixies and fairies, if you didn't know that. Pixies walk on the ground. Fairies can fly. All right. So we're just looking at Renee's surrounding energy and who's going to come through. Yes, thank you. Your higher self and your angels just stepped aside so they could let me see. All right. Wow. Let's see who's going to come through. I have one male and I have one female, but I'm anxious to see who it is. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. The male wins. Okay. Wow. Great advice. Just wonder. Okay. That's just flat out to the point. It is a male energy. All right. Now, they have the reason that they're there around you, Renee, is because they're telling you to hold on. Remember, Four of Pentacles is hold on, hang in there. Pentacles means that we are manifesting. All right. You're manifesting good things. You want to know who it, okay, this is great male energy. This is a brother from your starseed family. Thank you. Just told me, he says, yes, that's correct. Okay, because I said, are you Palladian? And he says, yes, I am. Here's the star card. This is your starseed brother. He's a male energy, very powerful, bringing justice and truth to you, talking to you. He's a sibling. Your brother from your starseed family said, you're Palladian, aren't you? Because I just saw his face. He says, yes. He's very tall. He's got a slender face. Very pale. Well, not real. I mean, you're not real pale. He laughs. And he's got shoulder length blonde hair. He's smiling. He's smiling. Big, bright blue eyes. All right. In the past, you had to wait. You've been in limbo wandering around like, who is this? You also had to wait for him to show up. He had to come at the right time of when you needed it. And it seems like right now you may be struggling with some things and they're telling you hang in there, like that, hold on for dear life. Okay. They want you to know, your brother wants you to know that it's going to be okay. That's a celebratory card with the collective and the star. You will celebrate with him one day. Okay, these are cups. Okay, now when the sibling card comes in, this is also reconciliation. That means coming to you and he's been away from you for a while. These are celebratory cards with family, but this is your starseed brother. Your advice that he's giving you is please don't give up. The Nine of Wands, it's almost over. Your struggle is almost over. It's ending. Don't quit on me now. Okay? I'll pull confirmation. I have a feeling you're probably texting me here. Thank you. How do you know he's around? Okay, I'll ask him. Let me pull confirmation on this. You have work to do. You have work to do. Okay. All right. He is advising, stop focusing on what you've lost and think about what's in behind you. Don't think about the bad things that are happening in your life or the stress that it's causing you. Think about the good things that are coming. These cards are very, very important. Have the desire, Queen of Wands. This is Mama Bear when it comes to queens, about caring for the people, manifesting, going and getting what she wants. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the manifester. You need to work spiritually to manifest your outcome changing for the better. Okay? All right, so we're not going to get stressed out, and he's there to come back and tell you that it's going to be okay. Wow, your base card on that is the Chariot. That means moving away from what you've been doing. It's a movement card, and it's a firm foundation. So you keep fighting, and you'll be returned to, you'll start to manifest even Palladian attributes. Your intuition will highly evolve, and you may even become psychic. You may even become and have the ability to remote view. That's fascinating. That's what he was showing me. He showed me through the third eye. How do you know that he's around? Let me ask. He said there's a lamp that sits on a table. He says sometimes I make it flicker, and he says sometimes I make water drip. He just said I make water drip. I don't know what that means. So you're the cause of a leaky faucet? He said it doesn't do it all the time. He says, I will make a faucet drip. I don't know what that means. He says, there is a lamp on a table. It sits sort of in a corner, and he says, sometimes it'll flicker. He said, that is me, and I will make water drip. That's just what he said. I don't know if that resonates. So, Renee, you tell me. All right. Okay. Okay. He nodded his head and salutes. He said, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Okay. Now where are we at? Okay, Terry, you were told before that you had connections to Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest, that I have buried memories there. Can I expand on it? Okay. You have a lamp in a corner, okay, but no water dripping. Well, be warned, because he may start doing it. We're not manifesting any more leaky pipes for anybody. That seems to be a plague right now. All right. All righty. Terry, let's see. You have buried memories. Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest. You have buried memories. Buried memories. They're showing me a tree. I don't know what that means, but okay. A tree. Underground. All right. You're welcome, Renee. All right. Okay. Wow. You shuffle and shuffle and shuffle, and these cards come. They're in different positions, but the cards keep coming up. Yes, you have memories buried there, but they need to stay there. Don't go looking for them. Wow. Is that? Okay. Don't go looking for them yet. And they said, wait on confirmation. Please explain this part first. Okay. Well, the memories that you buried there are meant to stay there until a certain time. Okay, Miss Offworlder, the star card. They were poured out. I keep seeing a tree and underground. They were like poured out into the ground for a reason. You hid them. This is a hiding place. You hid something there because your galactic family told you to. You have secrets there. Now, this is how I know that I have to hold all these up at one time, because you need to see how big this is. These are all Atlantean cards. The secrets that you left with from Atlantis are buried there. You see this? This is setting boundaries. Now, she is an Atlantean leader, okay, that set boundaries for yourself. Don't allow yourself to go looking for it. Yes, I see the codes. It looks like a clock in the background, but they actually mean something. The symbols mean something. a very firm leader. Okay, that means you're very powerful, and what is buried there is powerful. Okay, Chariot. You need to move. You've moved away from it for a reason. You're not allowed to go back and get it until the time is right. It's in a firm foundation and it's hiding. You put it there for a reason. Wow. And you were instructed to do so. Okay, well, you need to release this from your spirit because this seems to be it's a spiritual burden on your back. But you hold a lot of special secrets, Atlantean codes, and you've been carrying it around and carrying it around, and you had to go bury it. Do not let this aggravate you where you need to go poking around because they said you need to wait. Hangman, you're in limbo right now, but please wait. There will be a time and place for that. Okay? King of Wands, keep the passion, desire of knowing that that's in your heart. And when the time's right, you'll be the go-getter and you'll be able to go get them. It's like you'll know who you are. That's being like lit on fire with flames, the passion and desire. You will know when you are supposed to go and get them. It says right now with that hangman, you're supposed to hold off. Wow. Okay. There's those symbols again. Okay. So the Empress, here's where the tree, they keep saying, no, she's like the root of a tree. The Empress, very sovereign, independent. She's the motherly type. Gaia is holding her right now, holding your secrets. See the trees, the root of the tree, Gaia is holding that for you. Okay? She's holding your secrets. And when the time is right, you will have victory with the Four of Wands to come and get them. Very passionate. I love the trees. The door will open when the time is right, and they will come to you. Okay, but you need to leave them be right now. Wow, Knight of Pentacles. You can manifest in your heart and spirit and your soul of when the right time is to go get them. Okay, this is a manifestation card. It's a Knight card. Be the warrior. Here's the symbols again. You know some kind of Atlantean codes to activate star seeds. You know something because that's already come in there. And this says you will know when to go when the time is right. Manifest of when you're supposed to know that. And they will come and talk to you. Okay? And if you want to know who's going to come and talk to you, your galactic family. That's the star card. Okay? But find balance. All right? All right. Terry, that was a whopper. I don't know how you feel about that, but okay. All right. Jay was on the call. Your base card on that, Terry, is the Nine of Swords. Please don't let this cause you anxiety and depression. Don't let it keep you up at night, okay? It's not, don't worry about it. Don't let, see the tree, don't let this positive thing turn into something very, very negative where it haunts you at night, okay? Great advice. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. One thing at a time. You guys have been talking while I was doing that reading. So let me go see. See, I don't know what I've missed. There's just, you guys are going to have to remind me of who has a question. Wow, Brianna, I'm reading yours. My goodness. Okay, Nadia. Did the person I thought stole my Lupe obsidian stone? Confirmation, you can ask the way you want. Okay. The person that you think, did they steal Lupe, your obsidian stone? You're welcome, Terry. Okay, Kathy. Get to you just a second. All right. Is the person that Nadia is thinking of, is that person that they steal Lupe her obsidian stone? Okay. I hear Lupe laughing. Yes. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes, it is. You knew this already. The crazy thing is of why they did it. They thought it would help them. Okay. So asking the question, faith. Now, to them, they thought it would increase and answer questions about their faith. That's the Hierophant in another deck. But the Hierophant is also represents chaos. Okay, it causes you chaos, and they thought that it'll bring me faith. This will strengthen me. Apparently, they admire what you did and what you do. Hello, Sprig. It's okay. Calm down. And this is what they were after. This is their motivation. In the past, the Four of Cups, that means did this while you were distracted and weren't looking and weren't around. You were distracted looking somewhere else, and this is when it happened. Wow. Queen of Cups. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. So everything's okay now. The Sun. Like everything has settled. You have a firm foundation. It's okay for you, because this is you beside of it with the Queen of Cups. And you've had to set boundaries. And that way it will stay okay. But you've had to set boundaries. But you've already known this because the High Priestess came in. Intuitively, you already knew it had happened. Hidden secrets behind the veil will come out for this person, that you can't steal precious stones like that for nefarious reasons, because your whole world is the tower now, and it will come crashing down. Massive changes will come to your life because you do these acts. But yes, it is the person that you thought of. Flat out Ace of Wands. Yes, absolutely. It was their desire to do it. Wow. Two of Cups. That's contract. Yeah, they knew they were going to do it. That didn't stop them. The Lover's card, another contract card. Yeah, they had agreed to do it a long time ago. They just knew that they were going to do it. And why do I get the intuition that it's not the first time? Maybe they've done it to you multiple times, but they possibly do it to other people as well to try to benefit themselves. But it's not going to bring them joy. It brings them the opposite, the chaos, the tower, big changes. And the base card on that is also the Death card. Yeah. No, that's not good. You just don't go around stealing people's precious gems and stones, because that energy of the person that owns it is in that. And once that's removed from a negative force, that negative force will come back with a vengeance and karma to that other person. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Briggs here. Oh, okay. Well, I know, Nadia. So, but remember the Queen of Cups in that. Set boundaries. You've set boundaries. And unfortunately, the karma will come back on him. And that's his contract. So you forgive for yourself, and you move on. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, do your forgiveness healing. You know all about that. And you know, they're going to have to karmically deal with the repercussions of the choices in the contract that they've made. Now, if they show remorse through admission or just on their own, that's something you can address later. But right now, to protect your own spirit, you do your forgiveness. And, if it's meant for reconciliation, that will come later. But it's one of those. They have to have good intentions. We all know that. Intentions are everything. I mean, anybody can come forward and say, "Yeah, I did it. Sorry," and then they don't intend to leave. I mean, they don't mean it. You know what I mean? So, okie dokie. All right, let's see. My eyes are watering. Whew. I don't know why. Yes, Nadia, I would like to do that. So, okay. Um, so Kathy had a question. I'm going to do hers, and then I'm going to pull your oracles. I've got to go get some chores done around here because I've got to pack up 7 people for a journey. Okay. Kathy, I'm looking for your question. Okay, you want to know who is around you besides your dad. Okay. All right, honey. Let's take a look. I have noticed a lot of people when they ask me that question in private readings, not just in the chat room, that it used to be past loved ones that are hanging around. Now it's galactic family, and they are really showing themselves because it is an activation of starseed energy. So they're coming in. Now, that doesn't mean that your family that's passed on in another realm or different time is not with you. It's just that they've kind of stepped back and let the galactic come in to help guide you and activate all of those things that are buried within our subconscious and our DNA and all that good stuff. Okay. Okay. All right, Kathy. So let's see who is around you. So we're looking, if obviously we're looking at for positive. Okay. All righty. Room's getting crowded, guys. Wow. Room's getting crowded. They all push in on me. I'm like, okay. I have to push back. My back gets sore because they push. I can feel their energy and it pushes in on my back. So I'm like, back off, please. They're very, very anxious. And funny. Instead of arguing of who comes first, they're like, you go first. No, you go first. It's funny. Wow. My word. Well, it's nothing. It's not. This has been going on all your life. They got great advice for you. Okay. Well, I know what you want. They're pushing the advice and not telling me who they are. So I'm still doing that. Thank you. Okay. All right. So there's a term I want you guys to start to learn, because they're teaching me that saying Atlantean is so broad that we need to narrow it down. Okay. So when there is a positive Atlantean energy, 9 times out of 10, it's Arcturian. Okay. This is the blue species. If you've ever seen Avatar, that's what it's based off of. Okay. It's a positive, loving energy, but they're Arcturian. All right. So this is the family that's around you, Kathy. How do I know this? I'm gonna pull this set first, because that's who you asked. Well, who is it? It's Atlantean Chariot, Warriors, the Arcturian. Okay. This is like a Poseidon card if you think of mythology or whatever, but this is Atlantean. The warriors, all right, they're fighting. Why are they fighting? I'll tell you that in a minute. No, they've had this contract for a very, very, very long time, since you were a little kid, because that's in the past. They've been around since you were little. You're just now becoming really aware of them, but it is your Arcturian Atlantean collective. That's a collective card. They're here to help you manifest things. What do they want? They are very pushy about this advice. Okay. This is my Atlantean ace. That is the Ace of Cups, because it's water. Okay. They say, yes, we are here. Yes, we are here. They're very adamant. Pushy. It's okay. It's a positive thing. All right. All these are advice, because there's so many of them here. Remember, I told you before I laid the cards down, I said, well, it's getting crowded in here, because they all have a piece of advice. All right. Hold on. It's also an advice to watch finances as well. This is the guy that says, hold on. They're saying be very leery of your finances, but hold on spiritually as well. They're saying release some of the burden. You're carrying way too much burden on your back. You need to relax. Find something passionate that you like to do to relieve the burden. Wands are about passion and desire. What do you want to do? Is there something you like, an interest, a hobby? Work on that. You got too much burden. You're carrying too much. All right? Yeah. Okay. 5 of Cups. Do you go through phases where you're very, very depressed because you're focused on losses and dealing with stress in your life, but you're not really focusing on the good stuff in the back? Remember, Cups are emotions. What are you emotionally going through right now? Because they want to help you with that. Talk to them, just like you talk to the guardians, just like you talk to Mother Gaia, your creator, Yeshua, Magdalene, whoever. All right. They said, just hang in there. Hang in there. I know everybody gets tired of hearing this. Hang in. You maybe seem like you're in limbo right now, but just wait. You're going to be okay. You're being enlightened right now, and you're learning from them. Okay? All these advice cards, because they each took a turn. Temperance card. Be patient with yourself, because you're transitioning from one world to another. Have more mercy and grace with yourself. Are you hard on yourself? You need to go a little easier on yourself, Miss Kathy, okay? But you have Arcturian, Atlantean guides with you, and there's a bunch of them because they're all here. Okay? So they all popped in and wanted to have your own little piece of advice, and they all want you to know the same thing. Be patient with yourself. It's going to be okay. Just hang in there. Hold on. All right? Pat, enjoy your birthday, honey. I know it's spring break here. Lee's on a different schedule. He should be getting off work soon, too. It's crazy. All right. So, Kathy, I hope that helps. You have Arcturian off-worlders, your starseed family, your galactic family, very, very much Arcturian. At least these are the ones that are coming around you. That doesn't mean that you don't have multiple species, but this is the one that showed up today. Okay. All right. Prayer for Deb's daughter. Yes. We have lots of prayers going out. We want to pray for Deb's daughter. Pray for Deb too. Kay, I want to let's remember Kay's brother as well, and you yourself, Kay. Prayers out to anyone that needs it right now. There's a lot of unspoken prayer requests, and that's what we need to remember. Not just the people that we've talked about. Thank you. Kathy, one of yours just popped back in and says, could you please do that bottom card? Yes, I will. Kathy, your base card on that is the 10 of Pentacles. That's a generational card, and that's to let you know that they're all with you from multiple generations. The Arcturians are here with you. Are we done? He goes, thank you. All right. Well, stop being so hard on yourself with that. But you're very, very welcome. Anyway, let's remember everyone that needs prayers, and everybody's going through a very, very hard time right now. Sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's emotional, family. There's so much going on. Physical ailments, people are hurting. Let's still remember Nadia's father, anyone that's suffering right now. With mini strokes seem to be a thing, heart attacks are a thing, physical homes falling apart. So let's just remember all of the needs, and wherever their prayer request is needed. Let's do that really quick, and then I'm going to read your oracle cards. You ready for your lecture? Let's pray for forgiveness and guidance and more help when it comes to our oracles as well. So if you'll join me real quick, just a real quick prayer and a nod to the Creator and guides, that we remember anyone that's suffering and hurting or needs advice, and to be able to move forward in the positive divine light. Okay? All right. Heavenly Creator, we ask you to step into our lives today. We are very humbled by your mercy and grace and what you give to us on a daily basis. And we ask you to remember anyone that's suffering right now, dealing with medical issues, financial, emotional, spiritual, anything that's happening right now. So many medical problems. People are suffering and hurting. But remember their loved ones who are here to help, pray them back into health if it is your will to be done. We thank all of our guardian angels, our higher selves, ascended masters, and all of our guides and spirits to come and help us and lead us, direct us in the right direction that we need to go to fulfill our needs, and to help them fulfill their own needs. But we come together as a collective to raise our frequency and our energy with love, because we get that from you, because you are nothing but love. So we thank you, Creator, and we give you all the credit as we go about our day. Bless us all, and let us remember where we get our mercy and grace from. In all these things, we say, so it is, and so it is. All right. Let's do oracles. Now, I told you in the beginning, a little bit of a lecture today. Little bit. All right? And some of you said that you already felt guilty. So, let me see. All right, let's start with, let's do your angel abundance. This has to do with finances. All right, so if you're dealing with finances right now, this is what Spirit wants you to know. Successful funding. All right. It says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea to start with. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. That means if you're worried about money, but there's a project that you want to start or something that you want to do, but you're worried about money and finances right now, it says stop it. You need to manifest and get it done. You can do these things because our Creator is infinite and wants you to do them and will help guide you to do it. We don't live in fear. Go for it. Be the fool off the cliff. Leap of faith, right? All right. Now, listen. These cards, I'm going to take them one at a time, and I'm going to try to explain something because they can have dual meanings. It's either that it's you that they're talking about or there's someone around you that they're talking about, okay? Now, this is for everyone in the collective. Always use your instinct. This one's been coming up a lot lately. Your gut, your intuitive ability. What is Spirit telling you? What is your higher self telling you? Guides, ascended masters, the whole kit and caboodle of the family. You trust your gut, your instinct. This is internally. If you feel something is off, then it's off. Trust it. If you feel like it's a good thing, go with it. Take the leap of faith. Let me show you the next one. If this is you, you need to stop it. If someone else is doing this to you, you need to tell them to stop it. And that's playing the victim. Woe is me. Oh, poor widow me. We're not victims here. You're only a victim if you allow yourself to be a victim of your circumstances. You need to rise above your circumstance and manifest. So if you feel sorry for yourself, stop it. There's no place for that in here. That is a 3D mentality. There are ways to move past that. You are not a victim. And if someone's trying to make you feel like they're the victim, sit there and go, I call bullshit. No one is a victim. Something we say in the South. You pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you either move on or you don't. But I'm not going to sit in your wallow with you. Not happening. I got stuff to do. I can advise you and I can pray for you, but I ain't sticking around for that. That's too much negative energy. Not doing it. Now, here's another issue. If something that you're going through is really bothering you and you're usually perky and happy and helping everybody else, and all of a sudden it went to crap, you're still pretending to be happy, you're putting on a facade. Why are you going to live a lie? Don't be doing that. If you need help, you need help. You guys have seen my emotions go up and down more than a roller coaster. You're either really, really good or you're not. Don't pretend that you're good if you're not. If you're having a hard time, that's what the collective does. We manifest and pray for each other and send each other love and light and energy. We love each other. Don't put on a facade. Don't fake your way. Don't fake it till you make it. We can't do that. All right. Now, it also means if someone in your life, maybe they're playing the victim and they're not really the victim. It's a facade. They're playing a role to get your attention. Oh, woe is me. But if you know that someone's really, really hurting, but they're acting all happy and it's the fake smile thing, call bullshit on that too and go, I know better. I can feel it. I can see it. Something's wrong. Offer your help. Offer your love and your light. You can't force anybody to do it. That means you don't put a spotlight of interrogation and go, talk to me. Do what you can, but make sure you do it out of love. Your intentions are everything. Okay? So I told you we had some strong cards today. No victimhood. Don't fake it till you make it. That's not helping anybody. They said pull the base card. Your base card. Wow. Don't sit around on your hind end and do nothing either and get complacent. Complacency. Well, it's me. I'll just sit here and not do nothing. Don't get complacent. We have work to do. Okay? Spirit getting on to us today. All right. You got one more and I'm going to let you go. Our Archangel card. Archangel Faleha. I'm not sure. I'll put it up. You can read it. But it says to honor animals. It's about loving and sending good energy to animals. Maybe we're tending to turn to animals more for comfort and love because they don't have ego problems. This is communicate with different species. All right. Let's see what our little cheat bookie says. I'm still learning. There's a lot of things to remember in here. Okay. All right. So this card is a request to send light to different animals and ask Archangel Phaleia to help, comfort, and heal them. You are also asked to transmit Christ's light to the hearts of people who do not honor animals. Sense or see the unconditional love entering them and lighting them up with higher understanding. Invite the spirit of the animal to come to you. It may be a domestic pet or one unknown to you. Now, it doesn't mean that we go out into the woods and we call down mountain lions and grizzly bears and say, well, come play with me. No, we don't do that. But we send good energy. And I know that we have global catastrophes all the time, whether it's pollution, weird events, strange events, birds falling out of the sky, weird things like that. Let's send good love and light and energy to the animals of all species around Gaia. Okay? And if you have a little fur baby in your house, pay attention to their spirits. The spring equinox changes their attitudes too. Solar flares change them too. So Spirit and the Archangel wants us to connect with animals. And they communicate so well. It's like Nadia Schneider boy. He's more human than he is a dog. That boy can talk. All right. All right then. Right, so that's spirit advice for today. Snyder's frustrated. Yeah, Snyder's has a little bit of attitude recently. That's okay. That means he's going through something, and we pay attention to that. Nadia loves on him enough to know the difference of when Snyder's been grumpy. Cats come here. Yeah, they here too. Dumpling, you are correct. Some people they revel in sadness and depression because woe is me, they're used to getting attention. That's another thing that we do not enable, the victimhood. We don't enable them. It's just like an addiction. It's an emotional addiction. I like being the victim because it gets me attention. Okay? Once you stop acknowledging it, they will go to somewhere else. Okay? So we set our boundaries. All right? Kings and queens of cups, set boundaries. All right? All right. Snyder boy's getting a bath today. Uh-oh. That'll be interesting. All right, guys. So I told you at the beginning of the show, if you joined late and hadn't heard, in case you don't watch the replay, I am leaving out of town. So today is the last show for the week. All right. I will see you next Monday morning for coffee. I'm getting back into town late Sunday. Hopefully I will have enough energy. If I do not, I will put a message up saying, just give me a little time. I may change the time. If it depends on how crazy it is, because all these babies are going. And it's a road trip. Okay. So, but we're going to play it by ear. We'll see how Spirit leads us. And we're going to manifest beautiful light and energy. Bless all of you the rest of the week. I will have my phone on me if you need to text me. Just let me know who you are if I don't have your number. I am not going to be doing private readings all week at random. It's just not happening. I mean, my tarot cards go with me, but that's for the people that I'm around at the time. So I want you to have a blessed week. I want you to not let the news of the world stress you out and bring you down. Don't let it turn you into the victim, okay? Because most likely it's all a facade. Yeah, see how we can connect them all? All right? Use your instinct to know the difference. Stay strong. Remember your creator. Remember your guides. Even the Galactic Federation. They're with you for a reason. Use them. No, wings. He said, I thought you were going to say use and abuse them. No, we don't abuse the good ones. No. Just remember to keep your vibration high. Love, 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 love. Right? Love, energy. And y'all take care of yourselves. Okay? So love and lights and I love you.
Before you end it, I've got a joke.
Oh gosh, the teenager joke. Okay, here we go.
What did the mermaid wear to her math class?
What did the mermaid wear to her math class?
Her algebra.
Her algebra. Algebra. Wow. Okay. Gail, yes, I did answer your question, sweetie. Just go watch the replay, okay? About your dad. It's in there. Just go watch it, honey. All right. Jay, I have to live with her. Oh my gosh. It's a constant thing. She's going to write her own book. Anyway, I love y'all. I love you. I love you. Keep your energy high. Love on each other. All right? Enjoy your week and enjoy your spring equinox. All right? All right. Renee's laughing too. All right. Renee, you take care of yourself. And we are praying for everyone in California dealing with flooding and mudslides and all that stuff too as well. Okay? Okay. Honey, I don't have a poker face. No, my face tells it all. It's just like it's a double face palm around here. All right. All right, guys. I love y'all. And I will see you next Monday. All right. Just pay attention to notifications and all that stuff. And I will see you then. All right. Blessings, blessings. I love you. Bye-bye.